Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy, and today I have a card reading for you. So I am just opening up the floor to Spirit to see what message needs to come through today. So I'm starting with an angel number first. I have several oracle decks here. Wow. Change, 555. You are going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. This is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. So like I said, I brought several oracle decks over to my table here. So I'm going to pull your cards and then I'll start pulling together the message. This next deck is the Woodland Wardens deck. I like to use a lot of oracle decks in my readings when I read for myself. So I'm going to try that today. I have like 6 oracle decks here. And I just find it gives me a nice full picture. And it's just the way I've always read for myself. And I thought I would do that today on my channel. So we got 2 animal cards coming out here. The chipmunk and laurel with success. That's nice. And the butterfly and snowdrop with hope. So we have change, success, and hope. And I love the snowdrop with change and hope, because the snowdrop is like that first sign of spring. So I already feel like you're going through some kind of change that feels very uncertain and you're not too sure of the future. And success is here, so that's really great to see. And Spirit's asking you to hold out hope, not to give up hope. Hang in there with this change. This is actually a change for the better. It's a change that's a level up for you. So in whatever endeavor you're working on right now, know that it's going to be successful. Okay, so we've got She Who Enfolds. And I'm really drawn to the self-care part of this card. It says, Swath, embrace self-care. And She Who Battles, fierce, justice, fierce, and commitment. Very, very different energies. So you may feel like you've just been battling through whatever it is that you are trying to achieve success with. And Spirit is saying to not give up hope. You know, change and transformation, like this change that you're going through, this battle that you feel like you're going through, it's changing you. Just like a butterfly, it changes when it goes from a caterpillar into the cocoon and goes through the whole metamorphosis process. It comes out on the other side, this beautiful butterfly. And I love how on this card, she's got armor on, you know, armor and a sword, but she's got this beautiful white dress on. So it's like going through this battle that you're going through, you're going to come out on the other side like feeling victorious, but there's like a softness to it. Yeah, there's this like softness here with like the snowdrop, and her dress is white, and then even this card, the girl's hair is blonde. So there's like this lightness, this feeling like this purification process that is coming, and it may not feel good. Like that card in the beginning, the angel number card said it may not feel good initially. So battles rarely feel good initially, but it's like you're coming through cleansed in some way. It's like the struggle you're going through is somehow like purifying something. I'm seeing it more like almost like a fire, like purifies, and like you come out the other side. Like there's even a lot of like red and orange in the background of this card. It's like this purification process that you're going through with this change, and to just hold on the hope. And snowdrop too, like snow is very cleansing, right? There's like that white, that purity that's coming through this other side. You may feel like you're never going to get there. You're never going to feel this success that's being promised to you. I feel like it's something that you've been doing for a long time. You're feeling battle weary. And you're kind of wondering, like, where is the justice for what I've gone through? And Spirit is saying to hang in there. You're going to understand why you went through what you went through. And you're going to see how it's transformed you in a really beautiful way. Okay, now I'm getting a card from my Prism Oracle deck. Wow. Love and abundance. That's nice. Love and abundance. Okay. An abundance of love. I feel like this is love for yourself. Like this is something with this self-care and this embrace card. Like be sure to give yourself a lot of like love and self-care through this. I feel like you've been dealing with something for a really long time that's weighed heavy on you. And we've got success and abundance here. So it may be something that you've been working on, like financially, to be, successful. I mean, we've got all this green here. And that is coming. That is coming. And maybe even relationship-wise. So I feel like there's maybe either two groups of people, or there's two, like, aspects of your life that are difficult and feel kind of like a battle at this point. And you're looking for both financial success and abundance, but also love. And Spirit is saying something about how they're connected, how the heart, so we've got like the heart chakra is represented usually by the color green, but also we think of like pink as being a color associated with love. So it's something about opening your heart is actually going to help you be more abundant and successful. It's not just about hard work and battling through. There's something about opening your heart that is going to bring about more abundance. We don't think of them as being connected, but when we close off our heart, we're like closing off flow, just flow in general. And money is one of the things that needs to flow through our lives in order to be, what's the word I want to say, like utilized successfully, or harnessed successfully. Like money is meant to be like received, but also given out. There's supposed to be a flow, really with everything and anything that we go through as humans. Like we hold tight to things so much, and the more we just let life flow through us, whether it's money and love, just everything, just let it flow. It's all about the experiences that we have through everything that we do. And the more open we are to just kind of letting everything flow and not getting stuck and attached and in this kind of like defensive, like fighting mode, it's where you almost like shut down the flow. And even the other card that came out with this, these are kind of like opposite energies. Like even her hair is reminding me of like just like soft flowing. And you know what? This plant here in this card, I think that is called a money plant. I am pretty sure, if you've ever seen this plant before, like when it's dried, I could be wrong, don't quote me on that, but I'm 99% sure that is a plant. Like when the leaves are dried, it looks like white like that, but it's called a money plant. Right, so, and even the leaves are kind of shaped like the coins on this card. So, yeah, there's something about this heart opening being tied to financial success and abundance. And from this deck here, I can't remember the name of it, Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. I love this deck. It says create. So you are creating abundance and success. So you're just going through this period of change, and it's Spirit's asking you to go from this like cocoon phase that you've almost, I'm getting that feeling of like constriction, where the caterpillar's in that cocoon phase. And when you emerge as the butterfly, you know, the wings are open and there's like that freedom and that just expansion and openness. And somehow this is tied to your financial success as well. Create from a place of love. Create from a place of open-heartedness. So maybe there's something that you are like creating yourself. Like maybe you're an entrepreneur, you know, some kind of business owner, or you're just creating something as a hobby, just like a project or something. And I feel like there's a way you can put more of your heart into it. Yeah. And that's going to bring more abundance. Like, in what ways are you closed off in your heart? Okay, so this is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Right? And that's contrasted with this battle card here. Yeah, Spirit is asking you to maybe not, it's like the way you're going about this success you're after, instead of seeing it as like this thing you have to fight for, it's coming into a place of peace and harmony within yourself. You know, we've got the love and this energy of peace. And this card here too with the self-care and embrace. Like embracing this gentleness, this more gentle energy, this gentle perspective. Okay, last oracle card is from the Sacred Forest Oracle. Be at peace with knowing, you know, with this hope here, right? Knowing without a shred of doubt that you will be successful in whatever it is you're doing right now. Yeah, there's definitely something about softening your energies. Like the cards, like these two, just feel like really sharp, you know, with all the like swords and the arrows. Feel sharp, but this card just feels so soft. Yeah, I feel like there's like a defensiveness or something in your energy, where you feel like you have to like struggle and strive and maybe be sort of hard in some ways. And Spirit is saying you're safe to soften and relax and just trust that the success will find you. Okay, so from the Sacred Forest Oracle, we have Wood Nymph and Beauty. Yeah, I feel like that, you know, the beauty kind of goes along with the self-care, and they're in these waters. It's like they're just taking care of themselves and just relaxing and enjoying. And yeah, like I'm getting like even like a spa kind of vibe from this, like maybe taking some time out from working so hard and striving is going to be really good for you, really good to reset your energy. And with that hope there, it's like you don't have to worry that you're not going to be successful if you slow down and you take care of yourself and you just kind of rest and let yourself be at peace. I feel like there's this real almost anxiety when you even think of resting and slowing down. You think, oh no, everything's going to fall apart. I have to, fight for this success. And that may be something that you have just been taught to believe. You just grew up thinking or being told that in order to be successful, you have to fight for it. You maybe have to fight against others. And Spirit is saying, opening your heart to love. And I was getting something else there when I said that. Like you may feel like you have to fight others. Like maybe there's some competition or something in the space that you're in. And you feel like if you let your guard down, you're somehow going to lose out in some way. And I'm also being drawn to the fact that there's 3 people on this card. So there may be something about collaborating with others, like opening your heart to the idea of collaborating with others. And that could help bring in more abundance also. All right, I'm going to draw some tarot now, and let's see what we get with the tarot. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like that's that holding on tightly. The 4 of Pentacles can be like kind of a closed off energy. And again, this is tying in with both the abundance and the love. Like we can hold on to money in the same way that we like close off, like that close off that tight energy with both like love and abundance. And they're really, really tied together in ways that we don't realize. So Spirit's saying like, look at your relationships with others, not necessarily like love relationships, but just all relationships. Like how is your heart doing in those situations? Are they open? Are they defensive? Now, the four pentacles can be kind of a defensive sort of closing off your heart. Like on the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, the figure has the coin like right in front of his chest, in front of his heart. And I sometimes read that as being closed off. 4 of Swords. Very nice. That's healing. Healing your heart. There's even a heart on this card. I was going to say this 4 of Swords comes after the 3 of Swords. So you're healing ways that you've been hurt. So if you've been hurt in the past and that's caused you to close your heart off, Spirit is really asking you to see things differently, that just because something happened a certain way in the past doesn't mean it's going to repeat in the future. Like you are safe to open your heart. It's even like she has, it looks just like a flash. This isn't what's in the picture, but I saw like these little things like arrows, and like she's actually like sleeping with these arrows. Like she might need to wake up and use the arrows, like, right? Like, who am I going to fight? It's like being in that like mode, that fight or flight mode where you're ready for needing to like get up and defend yourself or defend your work in some way, protect your work. And Spirit's saying you can relax, you can soften, like your work is protected, you are safe. So let's see, the 6 of Cups and the Page of Swords came out together. I feel like you've learned a lot from the past, and you're taking that knowledge and those experiences with you as you move forward, and you're not going to repeat the same mistakes. Like you've learned a lot, and Spirit wants you to like just be open and more receptive and curious about, I heard, life in general. So yeah, just let your heart heal, soften from the hurts of the past, and you're ready to like explore new places and ideas, especially as it relates to connecting with other people. It's just something that's coming through intuitively. Okay, so the Queen of Cups and the Two of Swords. Yeah. I mean, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive, but she's very, very much like takes care of herself. You know, she's even sitting in the water like this, the wood nymphs. And we've got this card already about self-care. I feel like this is saying, again, get out of this like feeling of being stuck in your mind and worrying about how things are going to turn out, and really just open your heart. I mean, the Queen of Hearts is very open-hearted and isn't afraid to love, to give love and receive love. Again, with the abundance and the flow that we talked about in the beginning, it's just being so like open and letting everything flow. There's something here about flow, and that flow being restricted, and it's probably related to this Two of Swords, like just kind of being stuck in your head. And Spirit is saying, take this time out, like with this Peace card. This kind of reminds me of the Two of Swords, you know, with a traditional Rider-Waite, how the figure on the Two of Swords has the swords crossed. And again, that's crossed over the figure's chest. It's closing off the heart. And I feel like with this Two of Swords, you're afraid to do that. Like, what if I don't see something in somebody else, like a way that they might hurt me? So to keep myself safe, I'd rather just close off. And Spirit is really asking you to open your heart to the possibilities and the new good things that can be created when you open your heart to working with other people. Because there's this thing about success and abundance here, and I really feel like Spirit is saying it has something to do with your open-heartedness when it comes to people and letting go of those who have hurt you in the past. She even has her arms are open on this card. Whereas on this one, the Four of Pentacles, you know, she was kind of closed off. Yeah, it's really healing from past hurts. You've taken those lessons with you. So you have more discernment. Like the Page of Swords feels like that card that says, like, she's got all these light bulbs she's carrying. It's like these are all the things that she's learned, and you're carrying them with you. And you have the benefit of discernment now. So things will be different now. The Hanged Man. Yeah, I think Spirit's asking you to see things from a different perspective now. See things as being possible. As, you know, see the possibility of working with others being different than it was in the past. Okay, I'm going to get one more tarot card here. The Hermit. So the Hermit is a card about solitude and going within and really asking yourself, kind of reviewing. I feel like you know that it's safe to open up again, but you're just hesitant. You're afraid. You kind of feel like, I just want to do this alone. And Spirit is saying, you're not wanting to do it alone because you think you can do like a better job if it's just you. It's more about your fear of being hurt. And yeah, Spirit is just asking you to see things from a different perspective and to let this go and take off the blindfold and, you know, the arrows that are over your heart closed off, and trust, like come out of this hermit mode and trust that you'll be safe and that you won't be hurt, again. And, you know, you're not going to be hurt because your level of discernment, you will be able to know, you can trust yourself. You can trust that you will be able to make good choices for yourself and redirect. And keeping yourself closed off is blocking the flow of your abundance. Your abundance is protected even if you open your heart, because you will know if you need to redirect yourself. You'll know better this time how to keep yourself safe. All right, I'm going to pull one last card here just to close out this reading. And if you do have to make a decision about something, you know, the Queen of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Hermit says, it's okay to take your time. You know, it's okay to take some time out for yourself to say, hey, you know what? I need to think about this a little bit. I need to, like, and you don't have to literally say this, but like to yourself, taking that time out and checking in with your intuition, like getting quiet and seeing what your heart is telling you to do. And again, this is something that you've learned. Like maybe in the past you trusted without checking in with your gut first, that kind of thing. But you've learned now that you've got your intuition to help guide you too. So you've got your experience, you have your intuition, and yeah, I think you're creating abundance and success for yourself. But be willing to change, be willing to open up to working with others. Okay. I feel like this card here wants to come out. Wow. 10 of Cups. Yay. This is fortune after difficulty. And this is like good, loving soul connections. This is connecting with people that you vibe with, people that get you and that are loving and want the best for you, and you want the best for them. And this is just coming together in harmony and unity. And I feel like this is absolutely possible for you to be in this, like, in beautiful, loving, cooperative, harmonious relationships. Just trust yourself and trust that you are protected, and yeah, you can let down your guard and create success, but open your heart up to those who support you, those that you can work together with on that. Okay, so I'm going to leave the message here with you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.